300 Blackout or 308. Thump. Whoa! What is up, YouTube fam? We got a freaking cool review today with a gun that I know little to nothing about. That's the whole point. So some time ago, shout out to X-Ring and Vintage Rifle Shooters channel. I'll put some of their links in here somewhere. Those guys both did videos on the B&T APR. Now the Vintage Rifle guys did it on the 308 and X-Bolt did it on the 300 Blackout. Both really great videos. If you haven't seen them, go check them out. X-Ring's got like 1.2 million views. Like, it did really well. But when I saw that, I was like, man, that is freaking cool. Crazy expensive rifle. Okay, like expensive enough that they're like, if you have to ask the price, this gun ain't for you. Long story short, one of my buddies got one from Eagle Armory. Yet again, these guys freaking sourced this like impossible to find, especially on the US side, rifle. And he grabbed one. I was like, dude, where'd you get that? So called up Eagle. I was like, yo, can I borrow one for a video? So that's what you see in front of you today. However, this ain't no 300 Blackout whisper, homie. Nah, brah. This is the big brother. But this is probably the quietest sniper rifle on planet Earth's big brother. The 8.6, baby. We're gonna check it out. We're gonna shoot it. We're gonna test sound at target at 100 yards, and then we're gonna go through some of the specs of it. They're on the old Night Force 4x20 and the Area 419 one-piece scope mounts on top of the B&T APR 8.6, baby. We're gonna check it out. First thing to really note, I won't be able to show you this on the YouTubes. There you go, guys. The barrel ends about right here. And again, I'm just gonna read some of the specs to you as they list them on their website. The new APR 8.6 specialized tool for missions requiring a heavy-hitting projectile optimized for whisper quiet precision out to 400. I'll be the judge of that. It's a lot like the low signature of their SPR 300, which I talked about a second ago, but again, with a much larger cartridge and stopping power. This is a 12-inch barrel with a suppressor that goes right over the top of that barrel. It's shooting, again, an 8.6. Today, we're gonna shoot 285 grain subsonic bullets out of this rifle, which is, again, a 12-inch 1-in-3 twist barrel. Total weight of the rifle is 13.5 pounds. A little bit heavier, especially for the compact size, but again, it's very compact in nature. The receiver's made out of Type 3 hard coat anodized steel. The overall length is 42 inches, so it's really compact for what it is, guys. It feels good in the hand. It is a little heavy, but it feels good in the hand. It manages much better than I thought it would. And the chassis here is foldable. So you can really condense it down if you need to, and you're traveling, trying to travel really compact. A couple things that I've noticed difference-wise. Let me put this back on. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. You don't have to. All better now. We're legal now. We were legal before, as long as I didn't show you how to screw on a freaking suppressor. Anyway. A couple things that I noticed. First off, the 308 had this really funkadelic stock, especially the 4-in. In my opinion, it was whack. It was really, really short, and then they had this connected bipod thing that you had to use that was their proprietary deal. No bueno, not good. So they changed that on the 300 Blackout. Now the 300 Blackout has a little bit different setup and configuration even from this. But what they did, in my opinion, that did better is they added M-LOK. And so I just threw a M-LOK to ARCA on here, so you can post it up in the tripod. That's how we're gonna shoot it today, brah. So a couple things. We're gonna compare this today. The thing I thought was most comparable, in my opinion, from a sound perspective and yet kind of a stopping power perspective, is a 20-inch 308. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna shoot supersonic loads out of that. And then I loaded up some subsonic 308 loads. And then we're gonna compare those downrange and at the shooter's ear to this 8.6 Blackout. Now we're gonna shoot 168 grain bullets out of 308. We're gonna shoot 285 out of old girl here. So it'll be fun to hear the difference. I'm really excited to see how this thing performs compared to a cartridge that a lot of people know really well and in the subsonic form, sounds really good. 308 subsonic rounds sound really good. Another video to probably check out, Grand Thumb did a really good job on the 8.6, just showing the lethality of that bullet. Man, that thing is spiraling like crazy, and it was shooting through multiple blocks of gel. It was insane. So another, you know, I'm not gonna go into that today. Today's really for me just about the coolness of this really high-end rifle. Thanks again, Eagle, appreciate y'all. But the sound quality, I wanted to see what's capable out there and what you could push with a 285 grain bullet, which is insane. Eagle's here with me today, appreciate them for that, so hashtag legal. Just a couple other notes, guys. First off, what role do I see this playing? Well, first off, it gives you a much heavier grain hunting bullet than the 300 Blackout. Like if you want to drop deer with headshots at 100 yards, you could do that for sure all day with that 300 Blackout. This opens that up a little bit more, where you could be, you know, center mass type of stuff. You could probably do that with the Blackout as well, as long as it's close enough. But this just gives you that kind of ease of mind using the 8.6, in my opinion. Certainly less recoil with 300 Blackout, I'm sure. If someone wants to source one of those for me, I'm happy to test it side by side. But yeah, if you're in this, especially if you're like a true Leo person and you're wanting to take actual shots in the field out 150 yards or greater, I think that 300 Blackout version of this has its purpose. But 150 plus, like, I would just want a lot more, and I think that is what this is aimed at. And we're gonna test it out today and see how it does. All right, guys, first I'm gonna run unsuppressed. Ew, gross. I'm gonna run unsuppressed. I'm gonna send 3 shots in the berm so you can hear what it sounds like here at literally at the shooter's ear, where I have my microphone at the shooter's ear, and then down at 100 we have a camera and a mic set up down there as well. So 3 unsuppressed at 100 yards with the 308, shooting Supersonic 168 grain Sierra Match Kings for reference. Here we go, 3 shots. This is the highest rated 308 can on the market today. So this should be the best sound suppression possible. I'm gonna go 3 in the berm and then 3 on steel, so you can hear it at the shooter's ear and at 100 yards. Let's check it out. Don't need these anymore. Okay, now I'm going 3 steel. I'm gonna go center mass. Okay. All right, now, again, 308 20-inch Magnus can on there, 168 grain, subsonic loads. Subsonic, let's hear the difference. I'm gonna go 3 in the berm and then 3 on steel. Oh my gosh, if that doesn't make you laugh, nothing will. Here we go, 3 on steel. Okay, that's just fun. 20-inch 308 custom setup with a Magnus Thunderbeast can on it. Subsonic loads, those were very, very quiet. 168 grain going down range. Now let's flip out and let's shoot the 8.6 for the first time. All right, last but not least, we've got the Fort Scott Munitions 285 grain subsonic loads. Fort Scott Munitions 285 grain subsonic loads. Literal first shots to this thing. I have no idea where it's at. If it's zeroed, I have no clue. We're gonna find out. 100 yards, here we go. But that first round pop. That is nuts. All right, here we go on steel. You can hear the difference in it hitting the steel versus the 308 big time. That is so cool. I got to do a couple more. All right, here we go. A couple more just for fun, 100 yards. I'm gonna go dirt first. The recoil is really manageable. I was worried about that. It's not bad at all. So I got my buddy shooting it. It is so much quieter. Like even 2 feet away, it's not even funny. Send it, bro.
I'll pull it low and see if I can.
That is so nuts. It's like a. That's crazy. How fun. What a fun round. What a cool gun. Hardly any recoil. You can collapse it down, make it compact. I'll probably have to do some more playing with this, but for today's test at 100 yards, that was a lot of fun. Thank you, Eagle, for letting me borrow this thing, for coming out. Really appreciate it. If I had to summarize the biggest takeaway, I would say it's the variance. The sound's pretty similar. I think the 308 was slightly quieter, but the sound when you hit the target, oh my gosh, that 308 wasn't hardly touching it. It was a really light tink up here at 100. This thing was thumping. So why this over 300 Blackout or 308? Thump. All right, guys, so we're goofing around. We're gonna stretch it. They said 400 yards, let's see. Here's the catch. I have no idea. I tried to look up a BC. There isn't one published for this bullet that I can find. So we're gonna hit a good old guesstimate. And it's a private range, burns everywhere. We're good to go. Everything's safe. But I got a spotter on the glass there, and let's see what we can get done with the old 8.6 Subsonic 285 grain round. All right, here we go. I think I saw it. I think I was low left.
There it is. Still way low.
Okay.
Way low.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh, did you see that?
Elevation was good off right. Probably a full.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. 2 mil wind holder coming in. Oh, just under it looked like?
Just under it.
I think that's playing with us. I think it was wind. Let's try it again. Impact. Holy cow. Dude, that freaking rung it.
Dude.
Dude, that freaking rung it.
Dude, what's your dope?
My dope is 19 mils.
19 mils.
So I had to go. It's a 12 mil run. And so I had to go. Let's do it again. That was fun.
19 mils.
Bro, Bro, that still hit with some authority, man. 1.8 wind hold.
That's freaking incredible.
That is pretty incredible.
Got her up.
Ooh, high left. High right now. Oh, just underneath the hog.
That still whops it pretty good.
Dude, that's hitting so freaking hard. Is it the sniper's ultimate 400-yard assassin weapon? Definitely not. No, it is not. But 0 to 200, maybe even 250-ish. It's hitting with a lot of authority.
I mean, that flight time, you got time to move out of the way.
Pretty fitting after the dope debacle, if you will, at 400 yards. I start digging and doing some research. Obviously, if you can find BC of a bullet, you can kind of calculate some of that stuff. But I ran into this really interesting company called Sobchak Solutions, S-O-B-C-H-A-K Solutions. Check them out online, guys. I think it's sobchaksolutions.com. But anyway, they've got all kinds of really neat stuff to help you kind of figure out dope and different range cards and different things like that. Check them out. Marshall over there does a really good job, really good dude. You can see I went and got a bunch of their stuff. Again, it gives you like sizes, different things. It's just a really neat resource to have, especially hunting, as far as animal size and being able to range and mill out different targets, especially if you don't have a weapon mounted rangefinder. And it even does these little like in scope dope charts. So really cool. Check those guys out. He does training, different stuff on top of that. Sobchak Solutions. Guys, thanks a lot. Really, again, shout out. Appreciate Eagle Armory for coming out, letting me borrow this rifle to do this really fun review. What'd you think? Was it quieter than you expected? Louder? I have no idea. Let me know what you think in the comments. This was a super fun one. We'll try to do more kind of off the wall, cool rifles that are kind of out there that people, you know, have a hard time getting their hands on. If you are looking for something that's out of whack and way out there from a tactical perspective or whatever, again, I highly suggest reaching out to Eagle Armory. Those guys have helped me find rigs that are just like impossible to find. So thanks again. Guys, please like, subscribe, hit us up in the comments. Let us know what you think. Was the 8.6 cool? Is it a waste of money? Is it better than the 300 Blackout? Whatever, get it chopped up in there. Appreciate y'all. See ya. Why this over 300 Blackout or 308? Thump.